Okay, now today we will be doing some conventional problems. Uh, these are also some of there are engineering services problems and other examinations, competitive examinations, but not objective type problems. So these are conventional problems. Now what is saying 1000 MVA 33 kV three-phase generator has a subtransient reactance of 15%. So subtransient, there are three reactances: transient, subtransient, transient, and then direct X reactance. There will be three reactants. We will discuss them in the machines. You have studied them, but in the faults we will be discussing more. So subtransient is the type of reactance. For the time being, you have to know it's a type of reactance. So 15% is the subtransient reactance. The generator is connected to motor, and generator is connected to motor. See here, generator is connected to motors through transmission line. This is transmission line here, and the transformers are shown. Transformers are two. I shown the motors have the input ratings of this, and this, subtransient reactance of this at itna, both and at rated 100 MVA, itna both leakage reactance of 9. So this is data given. So we have to write this data first, and then what we have to do, we have to obtain the per unit reactance diagram of the system. That should be our objective. So number one, the data for generator is what? It's 1000 MVA. So we can write it here. It is 1000 MVA. Then it is having 33 kV voltage on this side of the generator is 33 kV. Voltage is 33 kV and having a subtransient reactance. So we will denote that reactance by 15%. This is the data. Then the generator is connected to motors through the transmission line and transformer as shown in the figure given. The motors have the ratings of this, and this at 30 kV with 18% subtransient reactance. So we'll write it later. First we write for the transformer. The three-phase transformers are rated at 100 MVA. So three-phase transformer, what is the rating? Complex power base, your apparent power rating is 100 MVA. Okay. Three-phase transformer 100 MVA, 33 kV on the delta side. So this connection here is, this is delta. Just a second. Hello? Yes? हाँ जी मैम बोलिए. जी मैम. हाँ. अच्छा. अच्छा जून जुलाई है अभी. हेलो मैडम, आवाज काट के आ रही है आपकी. मैं फोन करता हूँ इसे. जस्ट इसमें रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है. Anyway, we'll talk about this. Delta and star, and this is star delta. Connections are not given here. I will write the connections. Okay. Star and delta. So rating of the transformers is 33 kV is on the delta side. So here surely it will be 33 kV. On the other side it will be 110. 33 kV, 110 kV. Okay. So the reactance he has given, both the leakage reactance is 9%. Both the leakage reactance is 9%. So on this side, definitely is a star delta. So it will be 110 on this side, 110 volts divided by 33 kV on this side. This is the ratio of the transformer. And again, the leakage reactance for the second transformer will be also 9%. Okay. About the motors. So motors, he has given the data here. Now the motors rating have 30 MVA, 20 MVA, and 50. That means apparent power is 30 MVA, 20 MVA, second, and number third is 50 MVA. 50 MVA. Okay. So these are three. And then what he's saying that at 30 kV, so all have same voltage ratings of 30 kV, 30 kV, 30 kV, and 30 kV. And this is with 18%. Okay. This is with 18% he has given. He has, see here, he has both with 18% subtransient reactance, that is reactance. So this is the complete data. So while approaching, this is a single line diagram given to us. So this we will say this is a single line diagram, and you have to write the data according to the question, what will be given in the question. So we have exactly written the data. What is the data for the transformer? What is the data for the generator? Transformer 2, what is the data for the all the three motors? So just first work is to just write the data. So that formality we have completed. Now let's write some of the points while you'll be solving this convention type of the problems. So here he has not given us base. See, selecting the generator rating as base quantity. So whatever the ratings of generator, he has itself told us to select the generator ratings as the base quantity. So generator has 1000 MVA as complex power base and 33 kV as voltage base. So we'll be selecting. So S base in this case will be S base new, that we have to select, and we have to draw the impedance diagram on this new base. So that is selecting the generator. I think just it is 100 or 1000. Let me check in just a second. Just, yeah, it should be 100. Correct it here only. It is 100, not 1000. In data maybe there is a mistake. It is 100 only. Okay, this is 100 only, 100 MVA. Okay, 100 MVA is the new base generator ratings we have to use, and V base new will be V base new is 33 kV. So whatever is given in the question, we are using the same thing. Okay, fine. Now next is some points you have to note while solving these type of problems. Voltage base is manipulated or it changes according to transformation ratio. That is the what will be transformation ratio in the transformer. So voltage change will change there only. After when it encounters a transformer, so voltage base is going to change. Transformation ratio. Second, I have told you again time and again this point, MVA base remains same throughout. Base remains same throughout. MVA base is not going to change. So these points you have to remember. Voltage base will be only manipulated, or voltage base will only change when we will encounter a transformer. That will depend on the ratio of the transformer, transformation ratio. So let's find the voltage bases in the various parts, various sections of the transformer. See, first section is generator, voltage base is 33 kV. So voltage base we know from this generator to the primary of the transformer. So it is given, it is 33 kV. Now from primary on this transmission line, after that first transformer, there is a transmission line. So voltage base, how we have to manipulate? So we have to write voltage base in, I think we are not written for, yeah, line reactance for the line reactance has reactance of 50 ohms. It is given for this, you can see. Yeah, the line has a reactance of 50 ohms. So here we can also put this data. This is J50 ohms for the transmission line. Okay, so voltage base in sorry, this is coming to be here. Okay, I'll use this. Voltage base in J50 transmission line. So J50 transmission line up to primary of the transformer number one, the voltage base is 33 kV. So we will write that 33 kV. How it will change, what will be the voltage base in the transmission line J50? It will be secondary multiplied by first voltage base on the generator side multiplied by secondary voltage divided by the primary voltage. So secondary voltage is what on the other side? 110. You can see the ratio 33 by 100. So it will be 110 by 33. So that will be 110 kV. So voltage base in the transmission line which we have to use, J50 transmission line is 110 kV. Similarly, we have to find voltage base in three motors, because up to here, see, up to here now, here you can see from here, I will put it in the red, up to this voltage base is 33 kV, that was already given. Now up to this transmission line, the voltage waves we have just now got is 110 kV. Now from here onwards, because there is no transformer after that, we have to find this voltage base. So then that will be all. The third voltage base is for the this motors. So in the motor section, three motors, voltage base in three motors, M1, comma M2 and M3. What will be that voltage base? That will be equal to voltage base which is in the transmission line, that is 110. See, up to here is 110 multiplied again by the ratio secondary by primary, that will be 33 by 110. 33 by 110 is equal to 33 kV. So now again we have got the voltage base in the motor side also. So voltage base on the motor side is 33 kV. Okay. You cannot have a mismatch. See, 33 and 30K, 33 and 30K is almost same. You cannot have the motor will have this, the ratings of the motor can be 33 and then you can get a base of 216. That cannot happen. It will be approximately near to that what will be the voltage base on this side. Here it is 110 kV and here it is 33 kV, because generator side is 33 kV. Okay, fine, it is 33 kV. You can come from this side also, you will find the same values. So you have to start from the one side of the power system. First job is to find the voltage basis. This is the way to find the voltage basis. Now second is, now we need to draw the impedance diagram. So we need to have the value of new reactance or new impedance. We know that formula, I will be repeating again. Z per unit new is, we'll be using the same formula, Z per unit old multiplied by S base new divided by S base old multiplied by V base old divided by V base new whole square. So this is the way we will be using. Now first, in this case, we will find for the generator. We'll start from the generator section. Generator, let us say we will call it XG new, because that's the reactance only. It's a purely reactance. There is no resistance. Resistance is very small. We are neglecting it. You can have a look here. What is JGX new? See, what is the data? JGX new is ZPU old. That means JX old is 0.15. What is the given data? So that will be J 0.15 is 0.15 multiplied by S base new. What are the new values? This base values. S base new is 100. So this is 100 here. S base new is 100. And what is the rating of the transformer? Sorry, generator rating old is also same 100, because we are having the base values on the generator only, multiplied by V base old. What is the old rating of the generator? 33 kV. Okay, 33 kV. And what is the base value on the V base new? Base value on the generator side is also 33 whole square. So this will come out to be same. Why same? Because we have base values on the generator side. So this is every time if you have a base values on the generator side, then the values are going to come same. So first value we have got. Now let's move to the transformer. So we'll call it transformer T1. We'll be adding a page also. So here, second we will have transformer T1. So we call this transformer T1 as JXT. JXT1 and new. So that will be, what is the rating of the transformer? Reactance rating is 0.09, so 9%. So that can be written as J 0.09 multiplied by, what is S base new? That's not going to change. S base remains same throughout the power system. So S base new is same. S base old, that is about this transformer. S base old is also 100 for this transformer. Okay. S base is 100 multiplied by, what is V base old for this transformer T1? V base old. You can take either side. Either you can take primary side, then you have to take the same base value on the primary side. If you will take the secondary side, then you have to take the same base value on the secondary side. We'll do by both methods. So if I take a primary side of this, so that will be a generator side, 33 kV. So, but the base value on the generator side is also 33 kV, so whole square. It will be J 0.09 per unit. Or now, if I am going to take this on the transmission line side, that is a J50 secondary side, this is going to remain the same, SB new divided by SB old. On the secondary side, the new old value of this will be on the secondary side is 110 kV. 110 kV. What will be the base value on this side? The base value on the transmission line is again 110 kV. So you go by any method, primary or secondary, you are going to get the same results. So again it is J09. J 0.09 per unit. So this is the way you have to do it. I hope this is clear, Moomin.
Yes, sir, I assume.
किसी को समझ नहीं आ रहा है, आई एम गोइंग टू रिपीट इट अगेन एंड अगेन. ठीक है, जिसको समझ नहीं आ रहा, बट आई थिंक दिस इज वेरी सिंपल. Okay, now from the transformer, what is the next? Next is the transmission line, J50 transmission line. Let's put the transmission line. So we'll call it transmission line. We'll call it JXTL because there is only one transmission line and new. So that will be, see, transmission line, you cannot do like this formula. There has to be what? There has to be actual value divided by the actual value of the transmission line is ohms. It's not in the per unit or it's not in the percentage here. You can see transmission line value has been given in the 50 ohms. So that will be actual value divided by the base value divided by Z base. But we know Z base, how we find Z base. So that will be Z base is what? V base square divided by S base. That already we have got. So we have to get the value of Z base. Z base is V base square divided by S base. What is V base? V base on this side is 110. You can very clearly see that base value on the transmission line is 110. So you have to use the same base value 110 whole square divided by S base is going to remain the same 100. So MVA. So this value is going to become J50 divided by your 110 whole square into 100. I'm substituting the Z base value. So that value, if you calculate it, it is going to come out to be J.14. Sorry, not 14. J4132. I have calculated this already. So you are going to get, so transmission line, the new value of the reactance is J 0.4132. So next, let us move to the motor. Now we have three motors. So we have transmission line covered also here. Now we will have transformer second. Yeah, we have transformer T2. I think we forget this transformer T2. Sorry. Okay, we'll use it here. No problem. Transformer T2. T2 will be JX T2 new. JX T2 new will be, here you can see T2 transformer. So reactance value is same 0.09. Okay. So S base new is 100. In this case, here also you can see S base new is 100. And for this transformer, 2. S base is, I think, yeah, it's also 100 for the transformer. Second, you can see, yeah, 3 transformers, both have 100. So S base new is 100. S base old is 100 for the transformer, because complex power base is going to remain same for the power system, that is 100. New, old for the rating of the transformer T is also 100 MVA, multiplied by V base old. So V base old on the transformer, if we go on this side, that is the primary side of T2 transformer, that is 110. 110 divided by the base value on this side, that is primary transformer of primary side of the T2 transformer, that is 110 again. So that will be 110 whole square, which is coming out to be again J 0.09. Now, if we use the same on the secondary side, 0.09, this is going to remain same, 100 by 100, as base new, as base old. Secondary side, what is the rating of the transformer T2? That is on the motor side. Transformer rating itself is, transformer rating is V base old. So secondary side is 33, very clearly. V base old is 33. And the base value on the motor side is also 33 whole square. So on the either side, you are going to get the same results. So this was for the transformer T2. Now let's move ahead for the motor. Motor M1. Let's say this is JXM1. Now what is the reactance of the motor M1? All have same J 0.18. So we'll be using J 0.18 into S base new will be same throughout. And what is for the motor M1 S base? It is 30. So we'll write down here 30. 30. V base old. What is the rating of the motor M1? The rating of the motor M1 is 30 kV. Okay, that is 30 kV divided by, and the base value of the voltage on the motor side is 33 kV. That we know already. We have got it. So if you calculate this value, will come out to be, this value will come out to be J 0.4958 per unit. Similarly, for the motor 2, we will have the same approach. Motor M2, that will be JM2. This rating is same, multiplied by this rating is same. So SB rating we have to see for the motor 2. SB rating for the motor 2 is 30 now. Yeah, 30. I think all have 30. No, sorry, this is 30, 20, and 50. What we have written? We have written wrong. That's what, 30, 20, and 50. That is wrong, sorry. Oh, sorry, this is, yeah. MVA rating is different, but the KV rating is same. So now it will be 20. As base new is same. So first as base was 30. Just let me check. Yeah, second it will be 20. So here it will be 20 because as base value for the motor is 20. Again, this value is same. Base value is same. This is not going to change. So this will come out to be J.7418 per unit. Last for motor 3, that is JM3. So again, J.18 is the old rating same, 100 is going to remain same, but this time S base old is 50 in case of motor third. V base old is 30 in all the cases, and base value is same for all the 3 motors. So this will come out to be J.2975 per unit. Okay. So this is all what we have to calculate. Now we have calculated this on the new base values, that was 100 MVA and I think 33 kV. These were the generator side base values. Now we need to draw the impedance diagram for the same. Impedance diagram, I have told you how to draw this. So let me draw the impedance diagram. So first generator will be represented by the reactance, because resistance will neglect reactance and a voltage source. Okay, I will make a voltage source here. Okay. So this is a voltage source. This is the reactance of the generator. You can check your single line diagram. Then we will have transformer represented by reactance. Transmission line is represented by reactance. Second transformer again represented by reactance. And then in parallel what we have 3 motors, connected motor loads. So motors again will be represented by reactance and a voltage source. Motors again will be represented by a reactance and a voltage source. Sorry. Just a second. I don't know what's happening. Why? Okay. So again, third motor, it will be represented by a reactance and a voltage source. So grounding, we will connect this grounding together for all. Same grounding. Okay. So this is represented by reactance. Then reactance, that is transmission line. Transformer also represented by reactance. We have seen this. So this will be 3 reactances here. Reactance. And this will be 3 voltage sources. 1, 2, and 3 voltage sources. So you can write this simply. Generator is 1 only Eg in per unit. So what is the reactance new of the generator? We have got it. And generator new is J.15 per unit. We can substitute that value here. We can write it J.15 in per unit. Similarly, for transformer number 1, we have J.09 per unit. Transmission line, we have J4.4132. This is in per unit. And this again, we have J.09 per unit. And for motor number 1, we have J.4958 per unit. For the motor number 2, we have J.7418 per unit. For the motor number 3, we have J.2975 per unit. and these all voltages will be in EM1. This is per unit. EM2, this again is in per unit, and EM3, this again is in the per unit. So this is a complete solution of this numerical, how you can draw the single line diagram. First, very important is that S base will remain the same throughout, whereas the voltage base is going to change. Where it will be manipulated or where it is going to change when we encounter a transformer. Then you have to find the base values in all the sections of the power system. That's the number one. Once you find the base values, then you can use the new impedance value or reactance value you can find using this formula which is there, and then you will draw the impedance diagram. So impedance diagram will be, we can say impedance, or this is, to be more precise, this is a reactance diagram. So you will draw the reactance diagram once you get the all the new values in the per unit. So let's continue. Okay, another problem we have here, very simple problem we'll be doing so that we'll get familiar, so that my aim and objective here is so that you will get familiar with this type of problems, so that you can solve any type of the conventional problems, whatever the problems will be there, you'll be able to solve it. Now let me read this problem. Draw the per unit impedance diagram for the power system shown in figure. Use base values. He has given the base values 100 MVA and 220 kV in 50 ohm transmission line. See, 50 ohm transmission line has a data of 100 MVA and 220 kV. So we have to use the same base value. The ratings of the generator, motor, and transformer are given. These are the ratings of generator, motor, and transformer. So let us copy this, and data is given to us. This diagram will copy. Before solution is here for us. So let me copy this diagram. Oh, sorry. Again, we have motor. Okay. So this is your generator and this is motor. Star connected, neutral grounded. So generator has data is given. I'm not going to write a data. Data is above given. We'll copy from that data when we are going to find these values. Star connected, neutral grounded, star connected, neutral grounded, star connected, neutral grounded, and delta connected. So this is a J50 ohm transmission line here. This is a motor, star connected, neutral grounded, and this is a generator. Okay. So again, we'll be writing the same thing. What are the base values given in this case? Base values are, use base values of 100 MVA and 220 kV in the 50 ohm transmission line. That is J50 ohm transmission line. The values will be this. So values here, I will write base values in red. So it is 220 kV and we have 100 MVA. Okay. So these are the base values we have. Again, I will write here S base given is 100 MVA and V base is 220 kV. Very simple. This we call also as a system base. This is system base. MVA base, I will again repeat, will remain same in the all section, throughout all sections of the power system. MVA base is going to remain same. So S base remains same on both sides of transformer, or it remains same throughout all sections of power system. It is going to remain same MVA base. And voltage base changes according to the transformation ratio. I am just writing it again for your information. And next point is voltage base changes according to transformation ratio. So voltage base is going to change according to the transformation ratio. Now, first job is to find the voltage bases. So voltage base we have to find on the generator. We know the voltage base on the transmission line now. We have to find on the generator side. We have to find on the, so voltage base will write V base on generator side. So what is voltage base the transmission line? 220. So that multiplied by secondary by primary. You can see data here 33 kV by 20. So here secondary by primary means that this side, which side we are coming from, means this is a primary. I will repeat here, please make sure this don't get confused. So here this side will be treated as primary because we are finding the base from this, and this will be treated as secondary here. Very important point. So according to that, so this is 220, so it will be multiplied by 33 kV by 25 to 33 kV by 220. So this will be 33 by 220. So on the generator side, the voltage base is 33 kV. Okay. Similarly, voltage base on motor side. So voltage base on motor side, now we are moving from transmission line to motor. So this time this is primary. This is primary, and this manipulations has to be done accordingly. Why? Because 220 should match with 220. So primary side of uh, this transformer also should 220. So this should match very clearly. See, transformer second, primary side is 220, so it will match. Similarly, when we are moving from here, primary side of the transformer 1 is 33 kV, so we are getting 33 kV here. So that should match always. If it is mismatching, then there is some mistake. Somewhere you have made a mistake. That should be always matching, that whatever the values you are getting in the base values, that should match with the secondary or primary side of the transformer, depending on which side of transformer you are finding the base values. So V base on the motor side will be 220 multiplied by secondary side. What is the ratio here? Secondary side is 11 kV by 220. Yeah, it is transformation ratio is 11 by 220. So on the motor side, the base values we have got are 11 kVs. So these are the base values on the generator side as well as the motor side. So next is I will write all the this old ratings XG, JX, I'll write it again. XG in per unit has been given as J 0.2 per unit. It is given old value here. See, for the generator 20%, for the motor 30%, for the transformer 15%. So XG for the generator, and next is XT1 in per unit is equal to XT2 in per unit, which is equal to J.15 per unit. So for the transformer, both it is J.15. For the motor XM per unit, it is given as I think 30%. Check it here. 30%, that is J 0.3. So these all are nothing but these are machine ratings. We call them, these all values are on their own machine ratings. I'll make a note for you. These all values are on their own machine ratings. So whatever the ratings of machine, so that is on their own base values. Now we have to find the new reactances on the base values given to us, that is complex power base or apparent power base is 100 MVA and voltage base is 220 kV. Now let's do it. Okay. Now in this case, I will be repeating, we'll be using the same formula. Z per unit new will be equal to Z per unit old multiplied by S base new divided by S base old multiplied by V base old divided by V base new whole square. So this is the value we are going to have. Now first we'll go for the generator. For generator, JXG new is the old value of the generator is just now we have seen 0.2, 20% multiplied by S base new on the generator rating. You can see here S base new is this base value, that is 100 MVA, but old is 40. So 100 by 40, 100 divided by 40 into V base old. V base old in the generator, you can see V base old is 25 and this is V base old is 25. And what is the base value on the generator side? That we have already cleared. The base value on the generator side is 33 kV. So we are writing a 33 kV here, base value whole square. So if you calculate this value will come out to be J 0.287 per unit. It's very simple, not a difficult thing. Next, we'll go for the transformer T1. I'll write the base values here, which we have got in red. So this side we have got 33 kV base value. This is 220. Again, this is 11 kV this side. Okay, let's move ahead. Now for the transformer T1. XT1 new J 0.15. You can see their transformer both has 15%. So I'm writing J 0.15. SP new is 100. SB old in case of transformer T1, you can see the data. Transformer T1, it is 40 MVA. So divided by 40 MVA multiplied by V base old. What is V base old on the transformer side? You can see transformer T1 V base old. If you are going for the generator side, it is 33. If you are going on the transmission line, it is 220. You can choose either of them. So we will go on the generator side. So on the generator side, it is 33 kV. So same base value has to be used. The base value on the generator side is also 33 kV whole square. So this comes out to be J 0.375 per unit. Now, if you are going to use the same value on the transmission line side, so the value will be like this, J 0.15 multiplied by, this value is not going to change, 100 divided by 40 multiplied by. So on the transmission side, the transformation ratio in the secondary is 220, but base value is also 220. So you are going to get the same value, that is J 0.375 per unit. So this was for the transformer T1. Now let's move for the transformer T2. For transformer T2, that is JXT2 new. The reactance value is same for the T1 and T2. Complex power base is same. So let's see what is the complex power old value for the transformer T2. Transformer T2 it is. I think this is 30 MVA. Yeah. Let me clear it. Yeah, it's 30 MVA. It's given here data. You can a bit मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है, but it is fine. It is transformer T2 is 30 MVA. So this is 30 MVA. Transformer T2 is 30 MVA multiplied by. So V base old. If we are talking about the transformer T2, you can go on this side. On this side, transformation ratio is what is it? 220 by 11. So it is 220 side. That means then base value is 220. 11 side, base value is also 11. So we can use both of the values. 220 divided by 220 whole square. That comes out to be J.5. Yeah, J.5. And if it is on the 11 kV side, secondary side of the transformer, this will remain same. This will be 11 by 11 whole square. Again, the value will be same. Okay, so this is for the transformer T2. Now next is for the motor, and last we'll find the transmission line. For motor, JXM new, that will be motor. We have 30% old reactance multiplied by 100 divided by what is the SB rating of the motor? This motor, it is 50 MVA. Okay. Voltage rating on the motor is old is 11 and new is also 11 whole square. So that will come out to be J.6 per unit. So you have got the motor for motor also. For the transmission line, you have to find the base value. Just last time what we have done, because value of the transmission line is given in ohms, not in per unit. For transmission line, okay. So Z base value we know is, again I will be repeating, V base by I base, multiplying both sides, numerator and denominator, by V base. V base will become V base whole square. S base will be S base. V into I will be S base. This is the base value. Then X TL in per unit. That means the value of the transmission line reactance in per unit. That will be X actual divided by V base whole square divided by S base. So if you find that, that will be X actual divided by V base square multiplied by S base. X actual is J50. It's a J50 transmission line. You can see here, J50 transmission line. So ohms value is, X actual is J50. Complex power is also same, 100. So V base on the transmission line is 220. We know that 220 whole square. So this value will come out to be XTL per unit. That's the new value of the transmission line reactance in per unit will be J0.01033 per unit. So in this way, we have got all the values new. Now we'll be drawing the impedance diagram. Impedance diagram is very simple for this one. There are generator, there is a motor, and transmission line and transformers. So I'll be drawing this. reactance diagram. Okay, let us draw this. Transformer number 1, transmission line, transformer number 2, and then we have motor, reactance, and voltage source for the motor, generator, reactance, voltage source for the generator. Okay, so I'll be drawing two. Okay, motor, generator. So this is your reactance. This value is Eg in per unit. Similarly, this will be Em in per unit. For generator, we have got new value as J 0.287 per unit. For transformer number 1, J 0.375. Transmission line J 0.01033 per unit. Transformer number 2 0.5 per unit. Motor J 0.6 per unit. So this is the complete way of drawing this. So that's two problems we have done. We'll continue to do more problems. So just a second, I will stop the recording first.